Love Nuggets, it might be a quiet week, but it's more like the calm before the chaos. I recommend getting out your blanket fort, popcorn, and favorite movie while we prepare for next week's show. Last week, we got that worthiness feeling in our bones for Chiron's health. This week, we're taking that healed energy and we're grounding it into our physical sanctuary. We aren't worried about being productive, optimizing, or organizing anything. It's all about creating and transforming that safe space both within us and without, all around us. So we're going to be asked next week to feel things in this Mercury retrograde. And then on top of that, Jupiter and Leo is going to ask you to shine in big ways. Plus, we're going to have the full moon, which is going to bring something manifesting into our lives like we haven't seen in a while. But and this is big, we can only do that if we stay grounded. If we get scattered, we're going to be a mess. We'll be moving into Mercury retrograde in Cancer on the 29th, but you'll start to feel that shadow on the 27th. So let's cozy up our home and settle in. That Mercury shadow is like the movie trailer to the big hit, but we aren't just dealing with Mercury retrograde. We'll also see Jupiter explode into Leo and the strawberry full moon in Capricorn. Mars will also be squaring the lunar nodes on the 29th, and Jupiter enters Leo on the 30th. Now, here's the thing. Mercury retrograde in Cancer is about family, home, and communication and emotional truth. If you don't have a safe space to do that work, you're going to spin out. But we've got our blanket for it already. So we've created our sanctuary and let's actually use it. This week's mantra: I trust what's emerging. I am ready for next week. I trust what's emerging. I am ready for next week. I trust what's emerging. I am ready for next week. All right, let's go ahead and pick a card today. We have the Hedgewick's Field Guide by Silo Thompson, the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, and the Love Your Inner Goddess deck. Now again, I want to say thank you to all the folks that are watching and all the folks that have subscribed. If you would, please subscribe, like, and share this video if you think that this content brings you value. All right, so once you've picked your card, all right, and for card number 1, we have Regenerate, the Moral Mushroom. So just like we've been talking about, this is your BlanketFort week. It's time to recenter and bring yourself peace. Remember why you're doing the things that you do. Remember your whys, not your whats. And that'll help bring you more peace into the week. All right, let's take a look at how regeneration is going to play out for us during this week. All right, let's see here. Well, I may have to do something a little different. Let's see if we can we'll use my wand to make you stand up there. There we go. Got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right. Monday, we have the Queen of Swords. You've got a big decision at work. Are you going to play it safe or are you going to play it smart? Of course, I say smart is always the best option, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is better to play it safe. Tuesday, we have the Fool. Looks like you probably played it safe. And you're building more evidence for your case. And you're taking this journey to build your case, build your evidence, build your knowledge base to back your standing on a change at work. Or this is mostly for work. Wednesday, we have the World. things have calmed down at work, and now you're looking outside of you and you're comparing your nest and your little cozy blanket fort here at home, and how you can bring that with you throughout the world, throughout your day at work, and into your social life and other aspects. Thursday, we have the Five of Pentacles. You're definitely feeling that you need to bring your little blanket fort energy into your work environment, because things feel a little bit on edge and you're unsure of how things are going to go. But there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always, see here, we've got this arrow, probably an arrow or a spear has gone into the water here, and it's landed on something. So there's always some way, there's always an answer, you just have to look. Friday, we have the Knight of Cups. You're feeling very stable. You found a way to bridge the gap between your home blanket fort and bringing that energy into the world, especially at work. Looks like you may have chosen a little token or a crystal that you carry with you that you've charged with that blanket fort energy. And you carry that with you everywhere that you go. Witches and gals and guys, we're pretty... it's pretty well known that we carry crystals and trinkets with us all the time. Bras are really good for carrying our little trinkets around, let me just say, and our little gems and crystals. Saturday, we have the Six of Cups. You're feeling pretty good. You're feeling pretty prepared. Your family, your social life is all at peace. And you've done a really good job this week of building that safe, sacred sanctuary. Sunday, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So you're really feeling on top of the world. You've done a great job. You feel very productive. You feel that it's been a good week where you've been able to finagle the ins and outs of that coming show next week. Card number 2, we have the visions of life beyond death. So this could mean anything from the little death, the changes of your everyday life, it could mean that something big is happening next week. This week is the preparation, and you're starting to see what your life could be. And this week, when you're going to be focusing on what you want your life to be and building your nest to bring those things into your life instead of working against it. All right, for card number 2, we use the Muse Tarot. Sometimes I decide to try a different shuffling technique, and I'm not sure I really like that one. I'm sure I'm not doing it right. That's why we shuffle many, many times in many different ways. These are almost too big for me. Six of Materials, Charity. You're feeling good. You're feeling like you can share that energy that you've got going on, that peacefulness, that calm, that cozy blanket for it. You're opening it up to someone new that you feel you have great potential with. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Bring this in just a little bit. Make sure you can see that Sunday. All right, for Monday, we have the Nine of Voices. This new person in your life, this reading is all about this new person that you're going to be, that you've decided to bring into your fold, into your blanket fort. You feel a deep connection with this person as if they were meant to be a part of your life, as if you've known them through many, many lifetimes. You've been deeply involved throughout them. Tuesday, we have the Star. And one of the best things about this new relationship that you've got here is that you're both on the same wavelength. You're headed into the same path. You're getting you're vibing together. You're getting all of the same basic downloads. Of course, it's got your own flavors to it, but you're all working together. See how both these cards, they've got the hands coming together and they have a stream here and a stream there, and they're merging inside the hands. Same with this one. You got this right here. You got this merging into the hands. You got this merging into the head, but it's also coming from the head all the way into the hands. And so everything is working together and coming together. Wednesday, we have the Muse of Emotions. Sometimes it feels like you can't tell one of you apart from the other. And it's very important that you know the time and place to ride that emotional wave, and when to make sure that you're your own individual person. Because you each have, see here on this side, we have different things. We have a school of fish here. We don't have a school of fish here. We have this little, maybe a boat. But you have your differences, and it's important to even remember, even though you get the same downloads, you're on the same path, that you are two separate individuals, and you come together when you want to, but you make sure that you stay your course as your individual self, and you do not lose yourself in the other. Thursday, we have the Four of Materials. You've got a really good, strong balance, a good, strong foundation, and it's continuing to build. That blanket fort is getting more and more cozy. Friday, we've got the Four of Voices, and again here, this person that you've welcomed into your blanket fort here is all about it. They are going to be sorry about that. This person is all about you, all about your vision and your goals. They're going to support you 110%. They love to see how passionate you are. And they're watching out for this cloud front behind you. And they're ready to take it on in order to protect you. Saturday, we have the Five of Voices. And again, we have a double here. Your passions, your creativity, Everything is in sync. But there is a small note of chaos, which is an important factor in any relationship to keep that energy alive and keep it from stagnating. There has to be just a little bit of controversy, of dissent. You have to recognize the differences. You have to recognize that you can't just give all and give in to everything for each other. You have to pick the times when you need to stand your ground. Sunday, we have the Queen of Inspiration. Do not become a puppet to another. Know when to pull the strings and when to allow the strings to pull you. It's all a very delicate balancing act, but the Queen of Inspiration knows when to pull and when to push. They also know how to go with the flow when it's time to go with the flow. And for card number 3, we have the Lion-Hearted, the Lioness. This week you're going to be Mama Bear in it. You're going to be fierce in your protectiveness of your space and your home and your heart and your body. You know that big changes are coming. You know you've had big changes going on for quite a while. And it's time for you to protect that space that you've created with all those changes you've made. And you've determined that you're not going to backslide. All right, and for card 3, we're going to use the Star Spinner Tarot deck. You know, my favorite deck. Absolutely love this one. And this is definitely a very good Pride LGBTQ tarot deck as well. And let's see what they have to say about the Lioness this week. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, so Monday for the Lioness, we have the 3 of Wands. You are full of inspiration. You've got ideas coming in that you've asked for. That drought, that creative drought is gone because you've welcomed yourself into your BlanketFort and you've worked on your sanctuary and your safe space. It's also allowed that creativity to be refreshed and regenerated. Tuesday, we have the 4 of Swords. It's time for you to rest with. It's not time for you to act on these ideas. It's time for you to let them set and rest and just kind of gel and flow through you because they're not concrete yet. They've still got a couple of little bits left to go before it's going to be finalized. Wednesday, we have the Empress. These ideas are going to fuel you for your next season of creativity. And that does not mean like a season like spring, winter, and fall. It just means however long this set of creativity, this inspiration, this series lasts you. It's going to be for a good long time. It's going to be very productive, very meaningful, very successful in whatever way that you measure success. Not necessarily just money, but whatever way you define it. Thursday, we have the devil. And of course, in this case, the devil is always a little good to throw a little chaos into the creativity. This is about not being so buttoned up, not being so tight and unwilling to try, because some of these creative ideas are kind of outside your comfort zone. So this is all about letting yourself explore that and doing it safely. Friday, we have the Three of Cups, Three of Chalices. You're going to find your cohorts, your partners in crime, so to speak, your partners in creativity that are going to help you release this creative idea that you've been mulling that's very uncomfortable for you. They're going to provide you a lot of comfort and a lot of safety for that to happen. Saturday, we have the Seven of Coins. And with your cohorts and your partners in creativity, you're going to create something better than you could have created on your own. And it's going to be quite invigorating, quite groundbreaking for you once you allow these ideas to flourish. And then on Sunday, we have the Five of Cups, of Chalices. Now, all of this can only happen if you stay in your blanket fort, and you stay safe, and you stay connected, and you stay grounded, and you continue to let go of those things that didn't work out and those things that kept you locked up and buttoned up, kept you from identifying as who you really are. You have that option on Sunday, whether or not you're going to allow yourself to continue with this new creative process, or if you're going to go back to who you used to be. But this is where the lion heart really comes in. The lioness is going to help you, give you that strength to make that happen. You have now received this transmission, whether by choice or cosmic design. You are within range of the Shellyverse. Your subscription, your engagement, these are not mere gestures. They are threads in the tapestry we are weaving together. One that grows stronger, stranger with every connection made.